Good day, Andrew. Good day, Natalie. Good day, Nathan. Here is a picture of some flowers. It is a still life. It is by Pierre Bonnard. He was French, and he is a Bouquet de Fleurs. That's French. Anyways, it's a was done in 1867 to 1947 was how long he lived. So it was a little bit ago that he lived, but it's a very famous painting. We're going to be doing flowers today, so that's why I wanted to show you that. But we're going to first of all remember a few things, because we're going to be drawing today. Part of drawing, one of the different ways that you can draw is outlining. And so we're going to be doing some outlining today. You see how it's going around the outside of the building? We're going to be doing something like that with our flowers. We're going to also be doing some painting at the end of the project, but we're going to do a specific kind of painting. We're going to be using a specific medium. We're going to be using watercolors, okay? We're also going to be using oil pastels when we do our painting. So that is something else we're going to have to look at as we paint or do our project. We have talked about colors. The primary colors are yellow, red, and blue. We've talked about the secondary colors, orange, violet, and green. We have talked about space. That's this one here is space. Space is how you use your paper or what you're doing your project on. We're going to use the whole thing. We're going to have something in the foreground. It's going to be the table. We're going to have something in the middle ground. That'll be the flowers. And we're going to have something in the background, and that's going to be just a plain wall. And you'll see that when we get to the project. We also have done shapes. We're going to do a lot of circles and other shapes, squares, and whatever else you want to do, triangles, when we are doing our flowers. We are going to be working. There's this lady, see her picture right there? Ba-doom. Her name is Heather Galler. There she is, Heather Galler. And she did a number of different paintings. She is a folk artist, and this is sort of what she has done. This is something, and she gets a lot of money for these things. All right, so we're going to do something similar to this. This is one of her pictures right here, flowers, and here is another one with a vase of flowers, okay? What I did, and I'll just show you real fast, is this one right here. Let me back up a little so you can see it. That is my finished project. What we're going to do here is I'm going to do another one, and I want you to follow along with me, okay? So those of you in my class that are going to be doing this while I'm doing something else, follow along with me. Get a marker and your paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with our flowers on the top. We're not going to do flowers down on the bottom because we want to have our pot and our table down there. So we're not going to do that. We're going to do all of our flowers near the top. Okay. We'll start maybe near the center and do a small circle. Let's do a circle around that circle. You're saying, Miss Mumsy, you're going fast. Well, you just have to keep up, and then you can just fill it in a little bit your way. Let's do some petals around here. Okay. See, I'm slowing down. You can do petals faster if you want to, but I want to have them all, you know, about the same size if I can. So that's why I'm going to go a little slow. And then Miss Galler, she liked to make her flowers have circles come all the way around them. And so we'll do that. That's our first flower. Okay, let's do another one. All right, we're going to start with circles in the middle of all of these. Okay, and on this one, let's do another circle. Let's do some triangle type things on this one, maybe. We're going to just do the best that we can. We're doing it with markers, so if there's a oops, we just have to try and make it work a little differently. So we're going to have a beautiful oops. I'm going to put a circle around that one. So we have 2 of them now. All right, another one over here. Let's do a circle. I'm not going to do 2 circles on this one. I think I am going to do something that looks maybe like a leaf. Comes to a point anyway. So it looks like a sunflower. You say, I can't do that. Well, then just do it curvy, like this one up here. If you can't do it with a point on it. And just do it however it works out good for you. Okay? I'm going to do a circle around this too, because that's sort of the style that we're working on in this folk art thing. But I'm going to do 2 circles around this one to make it just a little bit different. Okay. When we make something like this, we want to do it in odd numbers. 3 is real good. But let's go ahead and do another one over here. Let's do a circle. And then I'm going to just do sort of a puffball cloud type thing around it. It's not touching my circle, per se. And then what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to do that again. Just going in, hump, 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 hump. And then let's go ahead and do a circle around it. Now this is in the back. This flower's in the back. So you see how I didn't go over these edges? Because that one's behind it. I'm going to do another circle to just show you that again, and I'm going to do it behind it. Okay. Now let's do another one behind it over here. We'll do a circle. And then another circle, because that's sort of a pattern we've been doing. Look at this. I'll do this pattern, talking about patterns. Let's go do some lines in that circle like that. And then we'll do, since those pointed ones might be a little bit tough, let's go ahead and just do some humpy type circles. What am I going to do here? Let's do it behind. Okay, so I'm not doing the whole leaf because I want it to go behind. So that one's going to go behind too. So all right, so if it's going to go to behind, let's do a circle around the flower. Let's be really interesting here, and let's do petals. See, I started with half a petal right here because it's behind. We're going to do more petals all the way to the, oops, this one's going to go off the paper. So I got to just do maybe half of it because we want it to be the same size. It would go off the paper. That's interesting. All right, so we've got 5. Do we need any more? How about if we fill it in with some leaves? Okay, put a leaf here. Leaf here. Now you can do your leaves like this, or you can do your leaves like that, more straight. Okay, we'll do another of those straight leaves right here. And you say, well, I can't do either of those leaves. Well, you can do maybe one like that. But notice what I'm doing with these leaves is I'm doing a little line in the middle of it. Okay, but it doesn't go all the way to the end. All right, you can, if you wanted to, and we'll do it on this one here so you know, you can do some lines out to make it look like a leaf, a little bit more detail. If you can do that, you don't have to do them on all of them or any of them, but you can do that. All right, so now we need a pot. We've done all of these flowers on the top of the paper. Let's just move this back a little bit so you can see the bottom of the paper a little bit more. And so let's make a pot. Flowers usually come over our a pot, and so what we're going to do is see how the pot now looks a little bit like it's in the background, and bottom of the pot we're going to curve just a little bit. Now one of the words that we have learned is horizontal, And there is a horizon line that we need to have right here. Now, a lot of the pictures that I showed you from Miss Geller and the one that I did has this checkerboard pattern. See how it's going behind the pot? But this one isn't. It's going because the pot's behind it. And I'm doing one more, you may not be able to see it. So those stripes there are giving us the table. But now what we're going to do is we're going to do lines going down to the bottom of the paper. Alright, if you do really, really big squares, then you can get it done quick. If you do it really small, it'll take a long time. At this point, we're going to do like we did with the weaving on the bottom, because we're going to do two different colors. I'm using black. You can use a different color Sharpie if you want to, but I'm just going to use this black one and coloring in these different ones. But look at what we're going to do. We are going to go every other so that it has a checkerboard pattern. And this part is going to take a little bit of time, so I'm not going to do the whole thing with you here. But I just wanted to let you see me starting it. And let me do this part, this one right here, so you can see how the checkerboard is going to start looking. All right. And my video is about done, because I can only go so long and get it done right. So there you go. And then the finished product will look something like this. Let's go back a little bit. All right. All right, take your time, replay it if you need to. Enjoy.